Hi, friends. Maga Supreme here, coming at you guys with a sacred Sunday reading. So, I had a really big influx of new subscribers, so I guess I have to explain all over again what Sacred Sunday is. So, for those of you who don't know, literally every Sunday, with few minor exceptions, every Sunday I come on live and I do a a live channel message from the divine source, from the universe, but me personally, I call it Father. Um, I have a very close connection with Source, and Sundays is the day where I sit down and we have like sort of like a dialogue, or I just let Source speak to me on Sundays. This is a purely channeled message. I talk a lot about dreams that I might have had and how they might tie in, and whatever else I really feel guided to talk about for this reading. So that's just a quick little overview, like a 1 minute popcorn explanation of what Sacred Sunday is. It is a channeled message directly from Father, Divine Source, God, whatever you know him as, universe, whatever you know him as. So every Sunday, I have to make sure that I say that my Sacred Sunday readings are the heart of my channel. This is literally my most favorite reading to do. It's my favorite day of the week. I always look forward to my Sacred Sunday readings because get a lot of good information here. So with that out of the way, I guess I can like kind of get started with the channeling. Or maybe I've already started. I don't really know. But oh hey Yana, you're here bright and early. Thank you. Um, so with this Sacred Sunday reading, I was heavily guided to call this one "Here Comes the Boom." Um, I don't know why. I haven't thought of like that song because they usually use it for like commercials and stuff like that. It's like boom, here comes the boom, like it or not. I don't know. They use it for commercials like all the time, way back when. But God, of course, someone be doing construction so early in the morning. But it was I was guided to call this "Here Comes the Boom," and what I really got from having to name this under that title is that something big is about to happen. Something huge is about to happen, like a boom. If you've been listening to my other Sacred Sunday readings, or if you're new, good morning, Grace. Or if you're new and don't really know anything about my Sacred Sunday readings, for the past few weeks, my Sacred Sunday readings have been kind of connecting to each other. That hasn't happened before, but I really feel like it's all culminating into something big. And with the "Here Comes the Boom" reading, or me having to title this reading "Here Comes the Boom," I really feel like it's going to happen in the very near future. Something big is going to happen for people who's really striving for something greater in their life. I really hope you guys can hear me over all this construction. For people who's been striving for something greater in their life. Um, Construction. People whose lives were under construction. Okay? There's about to be something really big. For some of us, myself included, the only thing we have to go on is faith that something big is going to happen, because it would take nothing short of a miracle to help change your current circumstances. I know that's definitely true for me. Please, I need this miracle. But yeah, it just I can't escape the energy. Like everything that I've been talking about on my Sacred Sunday reading has been coming true, at least just in my life, and I feel like in the lives of the people who are like very closely like tied to my soul energy, it's been coming to pass. So it's been doing nothing but really reaffirming my faith in not only my channel messages but in who I am. And hopefully, if this been true for you guys are like excited and ready. One of the piles in my pick a card readings, I told you guys to like really make sure that you have your hands out, like ready to receive this. But in order for you to have your hands out and ready to receive, you gotta be in the proper energy. You can't be sad, moping, riddled with anxiety. and fear and doubt, because all that stuff really just blocks manifestations. It blocks the beautiful energy that Father, Source, the divine, universe, God, however you want to identify him as. It blocks blocks the blessings that Father is meant to give you. It's really, really important. And I talked about this. Yeah, that's why I had to do what blocks your manifestation reading. It's very important that when it comes time for a manifestation or for a blessing or a miracle to occur, that you align to that energy, because everything's about alignment and aligning your soul to the energy that's coming in. Now's the time to really make sure that and I channeled this from my Instagram as well. Now's the time to make sure that you dealt with your anxieties, your fears, and things of that nature, and you're looking forward towards the future with optimism, hope, and faith. Because without that faith, hope, and optimism, you're very well likely to stay stuck where you are, because that's exactly what fear does. It keeps you stagnant and it keeps you still. So really make sure that you open yourself up to that. I'm staring at the Ten of Pentacles here. I shuffled this deck and the Ten of Pentacles just would not leave me. So it's going to be something that's very, very fortuitous, something secure. Like I said, this is literally a miracle. Another funny thing is when I was shuffling through my runes, and here it is right here, Fehu, which is the rune of material gain, material abundance. This rune jumped out. Then I see the Ten of Pentacles, and even from this deck here, when I was shuffling my Sacred Traveler deck, and I put this card back in, and it now somehow is on the top of the deck. I seen that desert passage. Trust that there's a divine plan. So even before I got down here, Father's was talking to me about what's going on and what's like really on the agenda. And it's abundance. It's a change. It's a miracle. It's a shifting of your circumstances. Um, I'm not really someone who channels messages like that, or who really just like is a big proponent of saying, "Oh, abundance is coming in." I'm not a prosperity pastor or a prosperity reader, but when the energy shows up, it shows up. And it was even complete with on my Instagram page, on my daily reading, with 888 showing up. And for those of you who are well versed in angel numbers, 888 is the number of like of security, of abundance, of financial gain, and even like gain in love. It's like the change in your life. Like karmic rewards is what I'm hearing. It's like karma or fate rewarding you. And that's the message that I channeled on my Instagram page. So this energy has really been gaining momentum. And I feel like I need to grab one more Oracle deck because I said that. All right, we'll start with these there. But yeah, that's just the energy that I really been like picking up. Um, it's the energy of like, despite everything seemingly going wrong and in my life, things is seemingly just going wrong. Good morning, Zippera. It's like, I if you guys have been like watching my other Sacred Sunday readings, I'm definitely at the point now where I'm just like in the water, and I'm just like, what now? What now? I've already almost drowned because I did have my moments when I broke and I was crying and sad for 2 whole days. And now I'm just here. I'm just like, okay. Clearly this is where I need to be. No amount of struggling, no amount of like striving in any of the directions I'm trying to go is producing a change. I'm getting and this doesn't really happen for me because my resume is okay, good. I thought the fire alarm was about to go off. This doesn't really happen for me because my resume is pretty good, but I'm getting rejected left and right for so many jobs after I was guided to leave my old job. So that doesn't happen, but I know Father's handiwork when I see it. So something is meant to happen, something is meant to change, and I'm just meant to enjoy the break while I have it. And this might be true for some of you guys. There's a reason why I say the things that I say during Sacred Sunday. This might be true for some of you guys as well. Trying to move in a different direction to get things to work, but nothing is really like working out or happening. Just take it as as that there's a divine plan at play, more than ever. So we'll start with pulling some Moonology cards. This wasn't planned. I did bring out some Oracle cards, but when the energy strikes, the energy strikes. So let's see what comes out. We have be bold and make the first move. I'm no longer working a 9 to 5. See, look, okay, so it's not just me. And that was giving up that 9 to 5 was like the scariest thing ever because it was like my safety blanket. Like I was I felt like I should be doing YouTube a lot more, getting on here more often, but I'm like, but father, like I don't even have that big of a following. Like I struggle to even get comments on my videos. But hey, I'm getting pushed to do this more. Literally being boxed in to do this more. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Nothing is yet set in stone. Everything is still. I've been wondering if I made the wrong decision. See, you need to get on my Instagram page, Yana. You need to follow me on Instagram because I do daily readings for people just like us, those who were questioning and wondering and scared and unknowing. That's messages for people for that kind of energy has been coming out consistently, like literally all week, all week. It's been like a natural progression. You should really follow me on Instagram. It's at Magus underscore Supreme. So yeah, we got be bold and make the first move, and nothing is yet set in stone. Honestly, truly, like something is going to happen. It's going to require you to make the move, but an opportunity is going to present itself. This is what I'm getting, and this is what I've been getting. An opportunity is going to present itself. It's going to be outside of your norm. It's going to be very, very different from what it is that you have been doing or what you thought you was going to be doing. And you have to be bold enough and have enough faith in yourself to know that you're capable of doing whatever it is that's going to present itself. And you're going to have to make the move towards it because where you are is not where you're meant to be. Like things are still in motion. Nothing is yet set in stone. Nothing is solid yet. You still have there's gonna be something that's gonna come up. You just gotta be patient. Show the world the real you. Exactly. Show the world the real you. But show the world the real you. This is about really being authentic into yourself. Something that's really honestly truly aligned. Because authenticity is something that's been like heavy, 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 heavy coming up. And authenticity is really just like really getting to know who you are, despite the illusions, despite the doubts, despite the fear, despite the conditioning that the world has put upon you. Really come to a sense of who you are. Like if you are truly honestly aligned with the work that you're doing, then know that something is going to happen for you, that your hard work is paying off and you're very close to reaching your goal. Wow, okay. Yeah, your hard work is paying off and you're very close to achieving your goal. This is very, very clear. And I just created a video talking about authenticity. There it is. See, Yana, we you know what's going on. I've been channeling this energy not just for myself, but I know that there's other people who's going through the same thing as me because we're connected. I know there was other people, and I kept feeling like there's someone missing, because I knew one person that was going through, and I knew another, but I kept feeling like there was probably at least 3 to 4 of us, and that was the running theme. Yes, authenticity, perfect, good, 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 good. Yes, melting the mask. This is exactly what's been coming up in my personal readings as well, the ones that I don't get on YouTube or Instagram and share and just read for myself. Same thing's been coming up. Authenticity. Making sure that you really are doing something that's truly and honestly aligned with you. And getting rewarded. Getting rewarded for staying true to your most authentic path. Like just yesterday, I got a little bit of a peek at it. Like the reason why I had to like really go through the long way of explaining my Sacred Sunday readings is because I had a big influx of subscribers, a nice little fortuitous boom that really re-inspired me to get back on here and to keep creating because there is an audience and miracles happen, things can happen. But that was just a small taste of what's to come. It was more so and I know this because I'm so closely connected. It was just a taste. It was just like, see, this really can happen. So do. Do more. People like you. People do want to hear you. You're better than what you think. You're better than what you believe. Put your heart into this and watch how Father bless you. Wow, that's funny. We have Star Gathering, which is about stars aligned. Stars are aligning. Remembering home and soul family. Stuff about Soul Tribe has been coming up a lot as well, especially with that Archangel Michael reading that I did for the Star Seeds and Light Workers. The biggest thing that came out was about your soul tribe and soul family. The work that you're doing is going to reach the people who is meant to reach. And if you're really having a hard time, look around you. You have support. Oh, thank you, Grace. You have support. You have a soul family. And I'm a firm believer that a lot of the people that come to my channel, Yana, Zippera, Jennifer, Christy, God, who am I missing? Loshi, a lot of people, Grace, a lot of you guys who really come here and consistently frequent my channel, there's a strong possibility that we might just be soul tribe. And we're meant to lean on each other and like really encourage and support each other. Grace does it a lot. Yana does it with her thing. Zippera is like literally one of my one of my biggest supporters, and I love her so much. Like we are meant to empower and really help each other. But the biggest thing that I'm also getting from the star gathering with the stars aligned is that fate is conspiring. Fate is here. Father is working. Like he's working. And one of the biggest things is when he's working, it's important to not get in his way. Because we have free will and we can be like that little kid when your dad is working from home and you just want to come and be up under him, be sit on his lap and type on his laptop too to be just like him. But it's kind of distracting. He loves you, but you got to leave the room. I'm working. And that's exactly what I'm hearing here. You got to leave the room. I'm working. Go sit somewhere while I get this together, while I piece this together. And that's exactly what I'm hearing. Right now, just take things easy. Like I said, I've been trying to strive and push in different directions and nothing is working out. So now I know it's just time for me to be still. And it's a scary thing. It's kind of nerve wracking, but I've already worked through that anxiety and that fear when I cried my tears. And Michael literally had to come down and be like, hey, yo, what are you doing? Like, don't you know who you are? Don't you know who's watching over you? What's all this? I'm sorry, because I really get real talks, especially from Michael and Raphael. They're like, this with me. But yes, everything is aligning for you to be on your path. The next thing we have is the Thoth light codes, which is the light initiation, great teacher awakening, and divine magic. Some of you guys are really meant to teach. I know that's something that's like very strongly correlated with my soul mission and life path is being a teacher. Sort of like a master. But for a lot of other people, this is probably just an initiation. Like you're really beginning your true and most authentic life path. And this is exactly what I'm getting from the Thoth light codes. You're being imbued with so much wisdom and so much grace right now, and you're really being set up to walk along your truly divinely gifted path. Yeah. And funny, I was just talking about manifestation. We have the stellar gateway activation, which is infinite potential and a manifestation vortex. I'm gonna read the stellar gateway activation. I don't really know what that means. I don't know much about it in the stellar gateways. Oh, but what's funny is that on this card we have pictures of Thoth, and we even have the Thoth awakening. So this is definitely something has a lot to do with like wisdom and something really big coming through and manifesting for you. Something that's aligned with fate and destiny. Something that's honestly truly meant to happen from the stars, from up above. Let me read this. I feel like I'm gonna have to read the Orion Activation too, but we'll see if that really comes out. Cause I was staring at it, right? Yeah, cause it's right here. Okay, okay. This Gateway of Light activation Oracle deck is really becoming one of my personal favorites. Like I use it like all the time in my personal readings. Where is this card? It's in alphabetical order, Keenan. Come on. You know your ABCs. The Stellar Gateway. The Stellar Gateway is the highest of our chakras and is found about 12 to 24 feet above our head. It is the energetic gateway that connects us with the divine matrix. It governs our connection to the spiritual laws of creation and the quantum field and holds our life's potential. As it holds all the intentions that we set before this incarnation and all the intentions we set during it that support the ever unfolding path of our earthly experience. Energetically, this portal is beyond time and space. And when we connect with it, we come into alignment with the aspects of our soul's journey, including when we were part of the cosmos. This card transports us to a stargate that has a giant pyramid within it. Above the stargate, there are three-dimensional images of Thoth, the former priest king of Atlantis, who was one of the ancient masters holding the secrets of the universe. This image, I baked with cinnamon today and watching the sun. Oh, that's sweet, Janik. Uh, to the giant pyramid, holding the secrets of the universe. This image is a reminder of our potential and of our ancient and starry connections. The pyramid is a symbol of rising power and how our soul has existed through lifetimes. The stargate is a projection of our own stellar gateway. This card is therefore a reminder that all things are possible and that with the right alignment, we can draw the powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven upon earth. And this is exactly what I was talking about with the manifestations and how important it is to align to the blessings that's coming in. So here's the message that's embodied with the card. You are a master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, non actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you. And through your focused awareness, you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. Know that all the energies you connect with are carried up to your stellar gateway. And if you are aligned with the intentions your soul had before this incarnation, opportunities will come your way. What was I saying? Okay. um, Come on. It is important to consider connecting with your cosmic oranges at this time and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. For if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre life intentions, you can live a life that is aligned with the highest heavens. What was I saying, guys? Like I said, I get every time I get on live and I do my Sacred Sunday readings, Father does not have me look a fool. This is all about really realizing that something really big is happening in your life. There is honestly, truly a divine plan for your life. And some of us more than others are stepping in and aligning to this. Some of us are the first awakened. Wow, okay. That's new. The first awakened, the first of our kind, the first of this age to step up, to lead, and to do something different than what everyone else has been doing. And that's why it's going to take a little bit longer for you to get traction because you're so different than what everyone else has been doing. Even those that are already spiritually connected, they have to get an upgrade, but you're stepping into this new energy. You're awakening to the new energy. Everyone else kind of has to get an upgrade for it, but you're already there. You got it. This is you. Wow. Okay. There's so many activations coming out. We have the Stellar Gateway, the Orion Activation, the Pleiadian Activation. I heard of the Pleiadians. I heard of them before. Coming together, harmony in the heavens again, and resolution. I think the Pleiadians are what they call the light workers, or where they say a lot of light worker souls are derived from. The Pleiadian star seeds, those that come here to like uplift and to change the world. And here we have the Orion activation. I have a very special story with Orion. I've been writing in my head, I've been writing a fan fiction for a certain series that I like, that I feel like is very divinely inspired. And in that story, the main character name was Jehu. And I recently found out that there's an angel named Jehudiel, which blew my mind. I was like, so that's why that name was coming to me so strong. Jehu, Jehu, Jehu. And one of the other characters, his name was Orion. And then once I really like got really firm in that and I started writing it down, I pulled this card in one of my readings. I don't remember what it was saying, so I'm gonna read it for you guys, but sorry, I don't remember, but I'm gonna read it. There's something special about this Orion card, and it's gonna come to me once I read it and I understand. Because there's something about Orion star seeds that's like very, very important. Because this is also about renewal and rebirth by light. And this comes hand in hand with the fact that there's an initiation happening, that we're really about to start stepping into like our true power, start learning about our true path. There's a rebirth that's been happening in a lot of people's lives. So let's see what we got here. Let me see the order of Melchizedek. Orion activation. Orion is one of the best known constellations in the night sky. Its name is Greek for hunter, and its stars can be seen as a figure with a sword, accompanied by a dog, Sirius. At the center of the constellation, three stars. At the center of the constellation, three stars, Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mentaka. That's why. Okay, this is why Orion was important to me, because Mentaka is there, and that's my star seed origin, Mentaka. This is why this was important to me. I knew once I read, I'll figure it out. And Mentaka appear in a belt-like formation to the south of Orion's belt. There's a nebula to the south of Orion's belt. There's a nebula that has revealed much about how stars and planetary systems are formed. The best way to describe this space is as a star nursery. During a star's evolutionary stages, it explodes into a supernova, which provides the perfect space for a new star to be born. Okay. The Orion constellation is home to a number of higher beings, many of whom dedicated to the evolution of our planet. Even though the idea of the constellation being a hunter may make it seem highly masculine, its energies are in fact similar to those of the Lemurians, and its inhabitants therefore honor all beings. The beings of Orion are in fact sacred space holders who help all those with star power and star potential to make the changes required to become the most ascended and aware form of themselves. Here's your message with the Orion activation. All of your fears and setbacks are being stripped from your energy now. And what was I talking about with the cleansing of the doubts, the fears, and anxiety? It is essential for your old way of being to fall away and for you to go through a process of renewal in order to move forward. This is what's also been coming through in my Instagram messages as well. Like, I've been channeling this energy. The old stories of your life aren't yours to live out or to live up to. You are far greater than these limiting experiences. The beings of Orion are surrounding you now, and they see you as one of them. Someone who has been born with the knowledge that they can live with great purpose and make a real difference to the world, whether on a global scale or in a particular corner of the planet. When you draw this card, you are being reminded that you have infinite star potential. And here with the Pleiadians, which is about coming together, living in harmony and resolution. Like, your life is about to start coming together. You've only just begun. I'm hearing. We've only just begun to live. I hear that. You've only just begun to live. You about to step into your most authentic and true life. You thought you were living life before, but you're gonna see something new. It's gonna be something new for you. You might have think that your life was meant to be this way or that way, but there's about to be a pivot, a change. That life that you was living before was in preparation for you to like really work through a lot of karma and become more confident in yourself. So when you step onto your true path, you won't have any more doubt. Because the moment you start to doubt on your true path is the moment that the enemy wins. It's the moment where you become a little bit weaker, your light dims just a little bit more, and you start to waver, and the darkness can really take over. I'm hearing with new levels come new demons. And what that really means is that now that you're ascending, awakening, and being initiated into a new form of life, the opposition is going to seemingly get harder. You might end up having like more intense dreams, ascension symptoms. I'm hearing you might really start encountering ascension symptoms. But the fact of the matter is, when you're on your path, it's very important for you to be resolute. And I'm hearing, because like I said, I was writing a fan fiction. So funny that the ancient text knowledge were written and placed in secret locations. Now you get the knowledge from little pamphlets. Right. Back then we had to work hard for our knowledge. We actually had to learn different languages, travel. But no, I'm hearing something from, like I said, I'm a big nerd, and one of my favorite games is called Kingdom Hearts. And what I'm really hearing is like, follow that light, believe in your light, believe in yourself. It might sound really cheesy, but it's more important than you know to believe in your light and believe in your power and to believe in the strength of your bonds. This is going to sound really anime, really cheesy, really weeb, but believe in the strength of your bonds and the people that is really truly aligned for you. Like the power of your light and the power of your connections to your soul family and to the people who are truly with you is going to be your strength moving forward. Because no one else is going to understand you except for those people, your soul family, the people who came and share your and who share your mission. The path that you're embarking on is going to feel very alienating. It's going to be different. You're going to seem like an alien to a lot of the people around you. But the fact of the matter is, you need to be strong and resolute in the truth, in the light of your soul, and on the path that you're meant to walk. You have the higher knowledge, you have the higher perspective, and it's your duty to slowly and surely weave that into the fabric of the earth. That light code, that light, that love is you to do it. I'm seeing Neith as well. The Egyptian goddess Neith. With I think she's like the goddess of fate and war, but she's also the great weaver. And I'm just seeing like light being sewn into the fabric of the earth. We're helping assisting like that work. This is really meant to happen. Again, and I'm being drawn to the age of Aquarius. Like this is meant to happen. We are the first awakened, the first awakeners. It's our duty to like come through and live a life that's very much aligned with the light, to show people that God is still here. Okay, that God isn't dead, that he's not in a church, he's inside of us, and that revelation is deeper, more powerful than what people believe, than what dogma what have you believe. It's much more powerful and much more woven into the fabric of in our reality than people would either want to believe or that people truly believe. Believing and having faith is like something that's just really looked down upon nowadays. And I should know because I was one of those people that really was just like, you believe in God. He doesn't even love everyone. He was an evil, vindictive person. I was one of those people. I really was. But the fact of the matter is that was all conditioning. That's the truth of this world. I'm being drawn to draw you guys to this anime that I've been watching. And in this anime, this guy who was a very powerful mage, he went through and he exterminated like literally almost all the demons. He thought he killed all the demons in his time, thousands of years ago. So he allowed himself to like let his spirit pass and to be reincarnated into the future. But when he reincarnated in the future, he found out that there was a demon that not only survived, but it ingratiated itself into the world and really rewrote the history and laws and structures of the world that he lived in. The humans were drastically weaker than what they were in his time. They didn't even know how to really do magic the way that they did back then. There was a steep decline in technology, and he was just like, "What happened?" So one day, one of the girls mentioned like, "Oh, because the demons are around." He was like, "The demons." Mind you, he reincarnated after he thought that he killed them all. He was like, "They're still around." And then and now it's all about him unraveling the plot about how demons infiltrated like all the higher parts of the world, and they're really changing the history, hiding the truth. They turned his old incarnation into just a myth. There's something really powerful about that, about how the truth is being made out to be a myth or a joke, and the truth of the truth is being hidden, is being clouded. But as the first awakeners, we're going to bring that truth back and resow it into the world. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm really getting into this channeling now. And the way that Father really talks to me, he speaks to my repertoire. And my repertoire is ancient myths, anime, and video games. So I'm so sorry. So sorry if y'all don't really have interest in those things, but it's how I get spoken to. So the next thing that I'm really seeing is Sailor Moon. And the thing about Sailor Moon Crystal is like that's also another divinely inspired anime. It's about this. Well, Sailor Moon is popular enough that I feel like I don't have to explain her. But on a deeper level, Sailor Moon and her Sailor Scouts are literally angels, the primordial forces of light being sent to combat chaos and darkness. They were sent to be incarnated. They were sent to be incarnated on the earth to bring about the age of light. I think it was called the Millennium Age or something like that. Because if you watch Sailor Moon Crystal, in the future, she created a world where she can live on the earth. Everyone has eternal life, and everyone knows light, love, and scientific progress. That's Sailor Moon's end goal when she becomes Neo Queen Serenity. It sounds like I'm saying a bunch of words. Hopefully, you guys know at least a little bit about Sailor Moon. But the important part about that is that that's the goal. That society that she created, where there's light, love, and eternal life, heaven being brought to earth. That's the end goal here. That's what this age of Aquarius is really going to start bringing. And first, it starts with getting more grounded in spiritual. I know what you mean. I can't remember where I heard it. Mythology is a road that presents us what's left of us with time. Hello, hope all is well. Hey, Silver Star. And yeah, mythology is more important than what we try to make it out to be. Even the Bible, uh, where where people try to use it to discount other religions. The Bible acknowledges right in Genesis that the myths of heroes and things of that nature is a very true thing. It's something that has happened. A lot of them were Nephilim. But the fact of the matter is that this internal life, this paradise that can be created, is a very real thing. And it is something that can happen. But first, we have to be the ones to sow that light code into the earth. We have to be the foundation for that to happen eventually. And that's exactly what I'm getting here. Let me continue on with pulling the cards because I'm just channeling and I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper. Even though I don't really mind it, this is an amazing feeling. But just know that destiny is about to move. God is about to make a really big move in a lot of people's lives. I hate to say it, but I'm hearing like the chosen ones. Like there's about to be a big move. And one thing that I really have to tell you guys is that God's people are a peculiar people. Okay? It's not going to be like the people who you would expect. It's going to be that because for those of you who don't really know too many stories in the Bible, God always chose the least likely person to be the biggest hero. Like even with David versus Goliath, David had strong, handsome, accomplished soldiers for brothers, but as soon as they seen Goliath, they got scared. Like Goliath came to their doorstep talking shit outside their home, and any black person would know, like if somebody comes to your doorstep talking shit, you go out there and you fight. But his brothers was they was bitching. So David himself. The smallest, the youngest, and the one that's not even a warrior had to go out there. He had to wear armor that was too big for him. And he was like, listen, I'm here to defend the honor of our home and defend our God. You're not going to come to my doorstep talking all this smack. He's like, you're not going to come to my doorstep and start talking all this smack. And what happened? God blessed David to slay Goliath with the sling. There's so many different ways that you can read that, so many parables that comes for that one story. But I said that to say that God's chosen people are not what popular people or people who really love throwing that saying around will have you believe. It's the outcasts, the weirdos, the black sheep, the ones that don't fit in, the runts of the litter. Those are the ones that are truly and honestly chosen. The ones that know suffering, no pain. And instead of allowing that to sour and pervert their spirit, they use it, they transmute it to increase their light and increase their compassion. Yeah, exactly. It's like Daniel and the lion. They thought he died, but he tamed them. Exactly. God will use you. And this is exactly what I'm getting here. You're being initiated, purified, and made into a vessel to be used to do great work in this world. I don't want to keep saying this for everyone because not everyone wants like fame and stuff like that, but you're going to get a degree of notoriety in your circles. For some of us, it's global, and you will know because of your own dreams. And my dreams is global. But for a lot of other people, it might just be like on a national scale or just like in your community. But you're meant to be a force for, or just even in your family. But you're meant to be a force for change this lifetime. And that's something that's really coming through. Great adventure and transformation. Take a risk and venture forward. Like I said, there's an opportunity that's going to present itself. And I really feel like some of you guys have already taken this risk with leaving your job or, deciding to do this or deciding to do that. That's like really counterintuitive or counter what society believes. That's a big risk, but it's setting you down on a great adventure where you can undergo this transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. And this is exactly what been coming through a lot. A new beginning, a new way of living, a new way of seeing. And I just cut the deck and I cut the deck to breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Things are about to start shifting and changing. And fellow travelers, again, leaning on those that are here that share your mission. Support is all around you. You're not alone in this. You're not doing all this heavy work, all this big important work all by yourself. You have help, you have soul family, you have spiritual guidance and support. Know who you are and know that this boom that's coming, because again, this is titled Here Comes the Boom, that this boom is coming is going to really set you along your path to destiny. Your true life is about to begin for a lot of people. But in order for that to happen, your old life had to be shattered and stripped away and burnt away. Deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? Your hard work is paying off in a deep inner journey. Again, and I said, and this is something that's been coming through a lot for those people who's been doing the shadow work, who's been connecting to their spiritual guidance. And again, we have how can you alchemize your fear? And I just talked about transmuting darkness to light. Those people who did that, who've been through this darkness and alchemized that fear, that anxiety, that doubt, the illusions that the world casted upon them, you're about to get rewarded by karma, by the divine, by fate, by Father, Source. You're about to receive a big reward for the past 30 something, 40 something, however old you are years, whatever you signed up for before you came here, however long you knew you were going to have to go through the darkness. You're about to start receiving karmic rewards for finally completing that first stretch of your journey, and your true life is about to begin. The life that you were meant to come here to live is set to begin. And I'm being told to say very soon, but I never really get a determinate time frame because Human meddling is a thing. We can really step in our way of our own manifestations. That's why things can get blocked and delayed. I wish I had a time frame, but it's really very much dependent on you. It's dependent on you and how well you can maintain your energy and maintain this vibration and alignment. It's all on you. Your true tribe can't show up until you do. So how can you show more of the real you? Show the world the real you. Again, this is all about really being authentic and not being afraid to show who you are. And again, we have the number 12, which boils down to 3, which to me is the number of the divine. Even though 7 can also be seen as that as well. 3 and 7, which is funny because 7's always been my favorite number. But 3 and 7 are like really highly divine numbers. One more? Okay, one more. And we have rest, renew, and recharge. Like I said, it's that period of stillness that a lot of us are in. You try to move, you try to do things, and nothing is working out. That just means it's time to sit your ass down. It's just time to rest, renew, recharge, and refocus. And this is exactly the period I feel like a lot of us are in. That period of rest, of grounding, because it says go deep and explore your roots. And I knew it. The moment I pulled this grounding card, look what's right under it. Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. And what was I talking about, like channeling very early in this reading? A miracle. Something is about to happen, a very big move. I know I said a long time ago that God doesn't do big moves anymore, but apparently I was wrong. He's about to shut me the fuck up, okay? Because this energy has been coming out too consistently, too strongly, too often for it to not really happen. This has just been building and building and building, and it's here. Like it's here. It's at hand. There's about to be a big move by Spirit, Universe, God, Father. It's about to be a big move. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards and I'm going to end this here. You guys know I don't really like being on Sacred Sunday for too long, but Father really had me go in. Like, I had to go in for this one, apparently. The devil. Look at this. God make this impression. The guy make his face. The devil. Desire, obsession, fear, and a shadow. But look at this with the 8 of Wands. I love this. Look at what's about to happen. This bitch got her bow. She ready to shoot her. It's good news. Good news in travel is about to really destroy this devil energy. A lot of us could have really been having a fight, or fear, or shadow, or doubts and insecurities, but a bit of good news is about to come in. A miracle, something really beautiful is about to come in. I've been seeing the 8 of Wands far too often to not really get this. Not even just in my own personal readings, but when I go and get readings off, like watch other readers on YouTube, the 8 of Wands is a consistent, stable. Been seeing it too much. Good news is about to happen, and for some of you guys, you might even get to travel a little bit. But this good news is coming to eliminate this fear. This Page of Pentacles is a start of something new, a new chapter, a new beginning where you get to apply yourself and study and learn something new. And again, one of the things on the Page of Pentacles says money, which is something that's important. Money. Something really beautiful and new is about to come in. And it could be a good source of financial stability and abundance as well. And for a lot of us, it could also really be love. Because that's something else that's been coming in, though more so in the background. The money thing has really been the most prevalent. I know I meant to pull maybe one more. We have the 6 of Cups, which is about childhood, harmony, and reconciliation. Again, we have that word harmony, where the Pleiadian activation says harmony in the heavens. I'm hearing as above, so below. The stars are aligning. They forecast abundance, harmony, and peace. And that's something that's really going to happen in your life as well. You're going to reconcile your relationship with peace, harmony, and love. So that's my Sacred Sunday reading. Thank you guys for coming here, for being with me for damn near 1 hour. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Feel free to write me, hit me up, do whatever you guys want to do, but just go out there and be blessed, please. Go enjoy this energy and know that a miracle is about to form.